The top physicists in the world are saying, we not only do not know, we know we will never know. This is a good sign, because this means your intelligence will remain on an explorative mode all the time. People have come to this, that they understand, if you go through physical means, it doesn't matter how much you explore, it'll go on endlessly. How much information you have, you will not get any better, you will get only more burdened by this.
Namaskaram Sadguru. I want to… Kaalbhairava, just throw some light on it.
How to throw light on darkness? Kaalbhairav means the dark one. That's one aspect of him. We shouldn't throw light on him. It is seen in many different ways. It is a deadly form of Shiva. When he went into a destructive mode, not of destroying this or that, of destroying time. See, all physical realities exist within the span of time, isn't it? If I destroy your time, everything is over. See, right now your clock is ticking lup-dup, along with your watch, something else is ticking inside, right? Suppose we fast forward everything, we just over, isn't it? So, Kaalbhairav means just that. Because most people do not choose to live in a great manner, they have an aspiration, at least they want to die in a great way. So Kaalbhairav is a deadly form of Shiva. It was guaranteed, if you come to Kashi, you will attain to mukti. It doesn't matter what kind of a lousy creature you have been all your life. So all the lousy creatures started coming because they lived badly and they want to die gloriously. Only the population of the lousy multiplied. Then Shiva said the place is becoming lousy with so many lousy people. So he said, there needs to be some check. So he took the form of Kaalbhairav, and it's called Bhairavi Yatna. That means when the moment of death comes, for all that you have been, your whole many lifetimes plays out in a moment with great intensity. And whatever pleasures and sufferings and pains that need to happen to you will all happen. It would have spread over many lifetimes, but all that will happen to you in a microsecond, but with the kind of intensity that you cannot hold. So this is called as Bhairavi Yatna. You know what Yatna means? Yatna means ultimate suffering, it's something that happens to you in hell. He will make it happen to you here. So when you want to do that kind of a job, you need a right kind of costume. So he comes with the right kind of costume of looking terrible. If he looks nice, that would be very evil, you know. If somebody looks pleasant and does terrible things, that would be evil. If somebody has to do terrible things, they should at least look terrible, isn't it? So, Shiva put on the right kind of costume and became Kaalbhairav to create Bhairavi Yatna for you, to create such phenomenal pain that you have not imagined possible, but just for a moment, so that after that, nothing of the past remains in you. Undoing your software, painful, isn't it? But this happens at the moment of death, you have no choice, you can't run. Yes, you can't run. But he makes it as brief as possible. Suffering has to end quickly. We must make it super intense, then only it'll end quickly. If it is mild, it goes on and on forever.
Question is touching back to the point which you brought up about the belief. Can you tell a little bit more about what's the difference between belief and faith?
You're trying to gather more information.
As much as I can in 1 hour.
That is the biggest problem. You can gather as much as you want. If you gather a lot, you'll become fat. But you will not feel enhanced. The only thing that every life is seeking is to enhance itself to its fullest possible level. Whether you take a worm or an insect or a bird or a tree, all of them want to become full-fledged life. Only problem is, we know what is a full-fledged worm, we know what is a full-fledged insect, we know what is a full-fledged tree, but we don't know what is a full-fledged human being. Now you think by acquiring more and more, I don't know what information you gathered, but by acquiring more and more, you will not become more. It has not happened, isn't it? People thought by acquiring money, by acquiring wealth, by acquiring knowledge, they will become more. They have not become more, they're still hankering for the same things. So, by acquiring more information, you will not become enhanced. It is just that if you approach information sensibly, you will become more hungry. If you approach information as a way of projecting yourself as better than somebody else, then you will think you have attained to something. This is what happens by acquiring information. Only in comparison it's valuable. If you have certain level of information, you need somebody around you who doesn't know it for you to be looking smart. Yes. Today it's become a fashion, before they go to a dinner party, they will Google out that galaxy Z67, how many million light years is it? So when you go to a dinner party, just like that casually you throw around, you know the galaxy Z67, it is you know how many light years, this many light years. Who the hell cares? Because we don't even know in our experience what is a light year. It is only a mathematical calculation. It is not really anybody's experience. There is no human being on this planet, past or present, who's ever experienced a light year. There's no such thing. It is only a mathematic calculation to somehow come to terms with the immeasurable dimensions of the existence. We're trying to somehow quantify it so that it comes into our understanding, but nothing comes into our understanding. As science explores more and more, it is only getting more confounded. The only reason why science is surviving is because it's throwing out useful technologies on the side. If that was not there, science is far more confused in 100 years of exploration than it ever was before. But that's a good sign. If they had made stupid conclusions, there would be one more religion. Science is confounded today. The top physicists in the world are saying, we not only do not know, we know we will never know. This is a good sign, because this means your intelligence will remain on an explorative mode all the time, on an active mode, not in a sleep mode. So when the top scientists declare we will not know, it is not a hopeless situation, it is a great situation that people have come to this, that they understand if you go through physical means, it doesn't matter how much you explore, it'll go on endlessly. How much information you have, you will not get any better, you will get only more burdened by this. Things will happen on the side, technologies will come, iPhone will become 7, 8, 12, all right? But still, the way you talk to people is not going to change. What you say will not change. Your relationships will not change. Technology can go through the ceiling, but nothing of you will be enhanced. So, more information is not going to help. All I want you to take, the takeaway for you, because you want to take away something. The takeaway for you is, if you truly, genuinely, it's not simply a thought, allow this to sink into you in the next few days, that if you pay attention to anything, a leaf, a flower, water, people, dog, animals, anything, if you pay enough attention to anything around you, even the closest people around you, if you pay enough attention to them, you will see you don't know a damn thing about anything. On the surface, you seem to know everything, but if you pay sufficient attention, you don't know a thing about anything. Knowledge is a very limited sphere of life. Ignorance is boundless. Enjoy that.